Hello, my name's Naomi, and I'm Jaime's friend.
I'm Paula, I'm Jaime's friend.
I am Yama's and I'm Jaime's neighbor. I'm gonna mess up. I'm Vanessa. And I'm Yama's sister.
Mi nombre es Aurora y soy amiga y familiar de Jaime.
Okay, today's speech is going to be over pregnancy. One of the life-changing experiences girls have that change their life forever. In many cases, a wonderful, joyous moment. You knowing you're creating life and soon will have another part of you to love. But with babies comes a lot of responsibility. This is the dark side of pregnancy that girls don't like to think about, or it isn't planned, or it kind of just happens. Are you ready for a baby? Do you feel you've accomplished what you needed before then? There are questions most women find themselves asking once their pregnancy has already begun. How they're going to feed the baby, how they're going to support the baby, who's going to help them take care of the baby, are they going to be able to finish school? These are questions girls seem to ask themselves once they're already pregnant. Did you know the number one fact on DoSomething.org states that 3 out of 10 American girls will get pregnant once before the age of 20. That's almost 750,000 teen pregnancies a year. I personally feel the big influence on today's pop culture goes all the way from music that we listen to the way we dress, to impress, and all end up sexualizing one another. Everyone these days out there is trying to be the baddest bitch out there to try to impress someone, or seeing who will put out easier to rise their social status out in publicity. And some girls are just born being the way they are. Do you guys disagree, or do you think it's something that we learn? I think it's all set by example, but I think there also is girls that are just born being, like they used to say before, floozies. I personally feel big influence is also the way they were raised. I might agree that if I would have been born female, I probably would have been one of those 3 to girls ratios, but then I firmly believe I have a better mindset as well to think twice before doing so. How many of you here have had a baby before the age of 20? Okay, that just goes to show these statistics are not so far off. That was 2 out of 5, which is sort of the same as 3 out of 10 ratios. Another main reason for these high rates, I believe, is prevention. Whether or not a girl has promiscuity issues, the right thing would be to look into birth control, contraceptives such as condoms, counseling classes, the marina, the pill, the Plan B pill, other ways to avoid getting pregnant when abortion is not a choice that they decide to go with. It only takes 1 out of a million little sperm cells to make a baby, so it's not that hard. Do you think talks and speeches like this help prevent and lower pregnancies, for the simple fact that there is someone speaking to them about the issue? Sometimes it's parents that fail to do so. According to the National Conference of State Legislators, only 40% of teen moms finish high school. That's less than half. Most people agree part of the blame is to put on these parenthood organizations, like a couple that we have in this town that suggests dropping out and getting your GED, or by offering babysitting clubs aid in enabling these teens to go ahead and finish school and struggle and face the consequences and responsibilities that come with getting pregnant at a young age. I believe our government is also a huge factor in enabling women these days. A hardworking person is denied any sorts of benefits, yet the average lazy single mother gets the perks of getting all the help, all because she had a baby. I have a cousin, for example, that is in that category, and most of it is because she doesn't work. I feel like it's some sort of praising them and some sort of accomplishment they receive for their irresponsible actions. But that's a whole different topic we won't be getting into today. Another big issue was mentioned on the progressivepolicy.org site that said that less than 2% of teen moms who had a baby before the age of 18 earn a degree by the age of 30. So that means it basically takes a girl that was younger than 18 more than 10 years to get a college degree. But out of 100, that's only 2%. So it's not a big ratio of girls that actually not only finish high school but still go on to college and get a degree, not just some sort of certification or well-paying job, but a degree that influences a career in their future. My topic today was intended to be an eye-opener as far as trying to make you guys see the probability of girls having a better and successful future after having a child. I know it's not easy, but it's not. I hope it's influential. Like I said, I mean, a lot has to do with the way you're raised, the sort of home you live in, the people you surround yourself with, and I mean, just society in general. I mean, a churchy girl that has better morals and was raised better in a better home family is more or less likely to get pregnant before the age of 20 than a girl that has not grown up in a loving family or with a good education and good standards of quality of life to be able to stay out of this ratio of girls that do turn out to be pregnant before the age of 20. I think a way to lower this ratio would just, have to be, first of all, starting with prevention and better sexual education classes, not only in school but at home, having some type of requirement and not offering them just to students and girls, but as well as to parents and teachers as well. Not have it just be part of one class as far as physical education, but as well as, more classes in their schedule. To help them learn about all these statistics. And like I said, there's plenty more statistics you can look up and read up that explain more of the situations that's going on in today's society as far as underage pregnant teens. One of those sites will be dosomething.org. Another one is the National Conference of Legislators, which is the MCSL.org. And the last one is progressivepolicy.org. So those are three sites you'll be able to look at more of these statistics, and they have links that will take you to other websites that will hopefully help in educating you more about teen pregnancies as far as the ratio of girls that drop out, and just tell you a little more about what the future sort of holds for girls that get pregnant at such a young age. So I hope this speech today sort of gave you some knowledge or ideas that you guys didn't know about and will hopefully be useful to you or someone you know in the future when it comes to teen pregnancy prevention and education as well. So thank you for being part of my audience today.